three pillars of the Lenten season is prayer. And when we talk about prayer, it is good to remind ourselves of the different kinds of prayers in the church. The highest form of prayer is the sacrifice of the Mass. A reenactment of the passion and death of the Lord. Which teaches us prayer is the raising up of the heart and mind to God. And we raise up our hearts and mind to God by thinking of God, by thanksgiving, one of the three pillars of the Lenten season is prayer. And when we talk about prayer, it is good to remind ourselves of the different kinds of prayers in the church. The highest form of prayer is the sacrifice of the Mass, a reenactment of the passion and death of the Lord. The church teaches us that prayer is the raising up of the heart and mind to God. And we raise up our hearts and mind to God by thinking of God, by loving Him. Now, apart from the Mass, every person is invited. These are different modalities where people pray. But this season of Lent, just as we talk about fasting and almsgiving, reminds us of personal prayer life. That if we don't have a personal prayer life, then even fasting will become burdensome. Almsgiving will receive resistance. Prayer makes fasting and almsgiving meaningful. And during the season of Lent, the church has offered us in a particular way a manner of participating in the very action of Jesus leading to his death. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights at the beginning of the ministry. But a few days before the Passion, he went through an experience that was very difficult, beginning from the garden, the agony in the garden, the scourging at the pillar, the crowning with thorns, the carrying of the cross. The carrying of the cross is the action of prayer that we relieve spiritually as a spiritual pilgrimage. And this is what we call the stations of the cross. No need talking about the history, we just go straight to what the stations mean for us. The stations of the cross is a Lenten practice that is beautifully experienced by all, particularly during the season of Lent, on Wednesdays and Fridays. And we do this to help people to also have a sense of prayer, either communal prayer or personal prayer. But prayer walks of the suffering of Jesus. Wow. This is other choice to act as governor, to release Jesus. But what does Pilate do? simply listen to the pressures from the people. We read this, the person who is the leader, he introduces the station, there is a response, and sometimes he responds to make a decision. However, that can be very fast as an participant. Even if you carry the same booklet and this drama of the first station, let us use that. How often have I to take a decision that will help everybody figure? But Pilate is remembered for a lot. The man, these are processes that Jesus, the Son of God, who emptied himself, taking the form of a son, to help you experience with joy the beauty of pausing. And it is best the day Jesus meets his blessed mom. All of these are different moments of so meeting the women, stripped of his garment. Every is not just another way of speaking for sake of speaking. Catechetical as it is an invitation to pause. If we do it well, by the time we come to Jesus, that we find ourselves so the stations of the cross should not be another mechanical exercise that must be performed during Lent. It is the joy of a spiritual pilgrimage that each of us is invited to go through, so that the blood that was shed says to us, remember the blood, the ransom that paid to redeem you from the way from your parents was not paid in anything corrupt. The entire process. Imagine the nails entering the hands of Jesus, and how we shake away from pain there and hate to talk about pain, how we reject evil, how we are afraid even to carry our own crosses and its nails. Think of the blood that splashed when the nail went through. And what you call then as nails, they didn't have beautiful cushions. Those were long rods. What could hold a grown man was not just a nail, it was a rod, a head, bones in the hands, and all of the blood splashed on the floor. Some beautiful films have been done on this. I think the one of Mel Gibson is also very, where the Blessed Mother is a cloth to go and be wiping the blood of these should make us appreciate a lot of. We become afraid of even. We become afraid even rise, having overcome one weakness. So throughout the year, dearly beloved, don't be afraid to do the stations of the cross. If those who don't understand laugh, so during this Lenten season, I urge you, added to fasting and prayer and almsgiving, take your own personal commitment of the station signs of the cross, trying to fulfill